Dear students, there is one thing common among all of us. We all feel English grammar a bit confused, and thereby it leads to difficulty in the learning. I too felt the same in my school days. But there's a beautiful quote in English language. The limits of my language are the limits of my world. When you limit yourself to learn English grammar, you are limiting yourself in your academics, in your job interviews, and some of the competitive exams, and some of the exams that help you to grow to move to foreign countries. So let's learn English grammar and become limitless. The first topic we are going to learn is the 5 basic units of English. What are the 5 basic units of English? First one is alphabet, second one is word, third one is phrase, fourth one is clause, fifth one is sentence. Let's learn about alphabet. We all know about alphabets right from the early days. It is set of letters or symbols in a fixed order used to represent the basic set of speech sounds of a language, especially the set of letters from A to Z. How many letters are there? 26 letters in English language. Capital letters, small letters, and the letters are divided into 5 vowels, 21 consonants. Let's learn second basic unit. What is the second basic unit? Word. Word is nothing but a group of letters with a meaning. For example, take the word Ram. R-A-M. 3 letters are there. It is combined together and gives us the meaning that it is the name of a person. Next, third basic unit, phrase. Phrase is a group of words which gives meaning but not complete meaning. It doesn't have subject and predicate. So, for example, we will do it as soon as possible. In this sentence, as soon as possible is the phrase. He has a chain of diamonds. Of diamonds is a phrase. It is group of letters. It gives meaning but not complete, and it doesn't have subject and predicate. What is the fourth basic unit? Clause. Clause is a group of words which has a subject and predicate, and it makes complete sense, and it forms a part of larger sentence. So note the difference between phrase and a clause. Clause has subject and predicate. Phrase doesn't have subject and predicate. Examples of clauses. Ram is a good boy. It is equal to simple sentence. So Ram is a good boy. Ram is a subject. Is a good boy is a predicate. It has subject and predicate, and it gives complete meaning. Although Mohan was hurt, he played extremely well. In this sentence, although Mohan was hurt is a clause. The last basic unit is sentence, the fifth basic unit. Sentence may be defined as group of words which makes complete sense or which gives a meaning. Generally the capital letters. It starts with capital letters, ends with a question mark, a full stop or exclamation mark, depending on the type of sentence it belongs. For example, Raju is a good cricketer. It is a sentence. Okay, it started with capital letter R, ended with full stop. Please give me a glass of buttermilk. Started with capital letter P, full stop. What an idea, Serge. W capital, ended with exclamation mark. Where do you live? Started with capital letter, ended with question mark. So let's summarize what we have learned in this session. So there are 5 basic units of English. They are alphabet, word, phrase, clause and sentence. So alphabet means 26 letters, 5 vowels, 21 consonants. A, E, I, O, U are called vowels, and the remaining letters in alphabet are called consonants. Next is second basic unit is word, combination of letters with a meaning. Third basic unit is a phrase. It doesn't have complete meaning. It doesn't have subject and predicate. Clause, which gives complete meaning, which has subject and predicate. The last basic unit is sentence. Group of words which gives complete meaning, has subject and predicate, it is bigger compared to a clause, and a simple sentence is equal to a clause. So that is about the first topic in English grammar, 5 basic units of English. Until we meet again, don't underestimate the power of a common student. Thank you.